Kendra Sunderland. She's in studio live, so we're very stoked. She's the one who got charged with public indecency from Oregon State University, put it out on her webcast. Jay, you know what we're going to do right now, Nan? I'm going to ask you to stand up for Kendra. Kendra Sunderland's going to come in. And, you know, we're going to do an interview with her in a moment, but I'm going to bring her live in studio, and I'm going to have you do a live reading with her. Hi, Kendra. How are you? Nice to meet you. Wow, aren't you a little doll? Look at you're just as beautiful in person as you are naked on the internet. My goodness, you are wonderful to look at. So have a seat here if you wouldn't mind. Okay. Throw on your headphones. Don't be nervous. You know, we're a fun bunch. I know it's a bit of a you know, a gangbang in here, so to speak, but we're good. And Anna's turning into a lesbian, so she might get really into you. So hands off, everybody. Kendra, before we get into this sort of interview and your rise to popularity over the last 3 months, we have a psychic on the phone. Are you cool with doing this virtual palm read thing here live on the program, catered just for you?
Yeah.
Okay, you seem totally into it, right?
Yeah, I want to see what my future has.
All right. Jay Lane, Jay, take it up. This Kendra? Is Kendra Sunderland. First off, let's hear a big round of applause for Kendra coming in here. And Michael McCrudden is like a big fan of yours, by the way. He brought you in. Thank you to Michael for doing that as well. He's a good guy, you know. And yeah, we'll do a little dating game with the two of you guys later too. So Kendra, Jay Lane, you guys take it away.
Hi, Kendra. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad. I just heard a little bit about you, so I don't really know who you are. But anyways, it's so nice to meet you. I just had a couple questions for you.
Okay, shoot.
Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any Geminis or twins around you?
Is there?
Gemini would be the month of June.
See, what she's doing is looking to see if we're like one of us are Geminis around her. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm a Gemini.
Are you a Gemini?
Oh, yeah. You're a Gemini?
Yeah, okay. I am.
Yeah. If you're the Gemini, definitely. I have two spirits that come around you that talk a little bit about you. And they make me feel that your life is totally going to change in the next 6 months from now. I'm going to tell you that right now. The thing is, whatever you've done, and I heard a little bit about that, they make me feel that you're going to capitalize on that, okay? Can I ask you, is there someone else born in June, or are you the only one?
My dad is born in June.
Yeah, perfect. Is there someone that's born between the 17th, the 14th and the 17th?
Me.
Okay. What date are you on?
The 16th.
Yay. Okay, so June 16th. And is your dad more at the end of the month?
He's the 18th, and my brother is the 8th.
Okay, so all Junes, eh? Who's at the end of the month in your family? Just curious.
The end of June?
Other than June. It could be like January 28th, 27th. Like, who's at the end of the month?
My brother and my mom.
Oh, okay. What month? Is it October?
There's a March and a July.
Oh, July. Okay. Because they keep on showing me 10 also. Okay. Now, I don't know, like, where you're from, but they don't make me feel you're from Canada. Okay. So I would think that you're from the U.S. Exactly where, I'm not sure, but they don't make me feel that you're from up here. If you're from up here, I'm totally off on you.
Where are you from, Kendra?
I'm from Salem, Oregon, but I'm as nice as Canadian, so maybe that's what it is.
You are very sweet.
Where are you from?
Salem, Oregon.
Where is Oregon?
It's between California and Washington.
So it's like Midwest type thing, or West?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can I ask, did your family move eastwards when you were younger?
No, but that's where my grandparents are from.
Okay, because they talk about someone living eastwards. Did you go stay with them for a little bit, or did you just go spend some time with them?
I did. I've made a few trips up to Maryland to go see my family.
Perfect. But anyways, there's someone that comes around them, okay? So I don't think it's them. I think it's attached to them, but it's also attached to you. They also make me feel that your name is important. So I don't know if for some reason they took a male and a female name, kind of put it together, or if they were supposed to call you a little bit different, but still a K-sounding name. But they make me feel that you have a very big purpose in this lifetime. The thing is, whatever that you're going to undertake in the next 6 to 8 months is going to kind of pave the way for you. What I would do is I would invest some of that money, because they make me feel that you're going to have to be careful around people taking advantage of situations, not of you, but of situations around you, financially speaking, or contracts. So make sure that if you're signing anything, that you get a good chunk of change out of that, because it make me feel that whatever you're doing, you do deserve the money, okay? Because it make me feel that you're going to be like expanding and doing a little bit more from your, I guess, newfound fame. All right. The thing is also, I don't get the sense that charges are going to keep on going towards you. They show courts and charges and paperwork, but they make me feel that kind of goes aside somehow. Okay. So I don't know did you get a speeding ticket?
I have a few of those.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay them, eh? They just make me feel you're not paying.
But I have to interrupt. But one of the things, and Jay Lane, I just spurred this on both of you guys, right? We didn't plan any of this. Did you not get arrested for public indecency as well?
Yeah, that's the most recent one.
Oh, when was that, hon?
A month ago.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is,
what cop could arrest her? Look at her. Sorry, Jay Lane. Hang on a second. If you were to look at Kendra Sunderland, and thank you for. Am I saying your name correctly? Right?
Yes.
What a beautiful young lady. What cop in their right mind would ever consider arresting her? Look, Jay. Look at her, Jay.
I don't know what she looks like.
No, the other Jay Brody.
Jay just blew his load.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous. You're such a sweet, innocent look, and I've seen you naked a few times too. Just nice. Just nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Definitely.
Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. So Jay, you didn't know about that. Jay and Kendra, you guys go and have your go and have a twosome over here.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
She's a bit old, so probably not. Okay. Are you there, Jay? Jay Lane?
Which one?
Yeah, Jay Lane. Take it away.
Yeah, but it's Kendra, right?
Yes.
And did you say Sutherland?
Sunderland.
Sunderland?
Mm-hmm.
With the TH?
No, that's how people keep spelling it, but it's S-U-N.
Yeah, McCrudden made that dorky mistake.
On the phone. So sorry about that. Okay, but you know what? Just be who you are and never mind about other people. Sometimes, even though we do the things that we do and we stand up for ourselves, sometimes we take a step back and we start to think, oh my God, what am I doing? Am I crazy? Like, this is going to be so stupid. Don't worry about that. You know what? It's good that you're yourself. I mean, within reason, just try to be respectful so that you don't keep on getting fines or whatever. But they do make me feel that you should take advantage of whatever it is that you're doing so that you could become more popular or make more money from it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it if that's what you want to do.
Thank you. That's good advice.
Well, Jay, thank you for your time today. Jay Lane, Medium Jay Lane. She'll be a part of the program here every single Friday. So if you want to get a hold of her, make sure you call us next Friday at approximately 4:15. We'll eventually get to her for sure. We're always a little bit late. And what I want to do is just, again, we're gracious for your time. You freak a lot of us out. You're a wing nut, and I love it.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Jay, I want you to guess what's going to happen next. Can you guess?
With what?
Guess
what?
Just guess.
I'm guessing that you're going to...
Poor lady.
Hey, listen, it's about to get really hot in here. In about 2 seconds, we're coming back and we're getting in deep, very deep with Kendra Sunderland to find out this great rise. And I know you have a rise too, fellas. So chill out a little bit, drive carefully, focus on the road, and we'll be back with her in about 2 seconds here on the Todd Shapiro Show on Canada Laughs, Channel 168. You're listening to us on Sirius XM. Quick little message here. I believe it's for Kendra, and then we're going to talk to her for a while.
If I were in studio with you guys right now, I swear to God, I'd ask her to speak into the mic. Oh, baby.
A little disturbing. Hey, welcome everyone, please. A nice warm welcome. Kendra Sunderland. How are you, Kendra?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice and close to the mic. Like a penis. Yeah, I got to say, right off the start, I didn't realize how uncomfortable I'd be to do this interview. And the only reason why I'm so uncomfortable is you are adorable. And it's almost like you really, truly, your aura is that of just innocence and softness and kindness. Like you have a way about you with just entering the room. But then if you were to go on your webcam or your Pornhub channel, you see these huge tits and fingers touching things that I never would imagine, and doing it publicly and penises and stuff. It's crazy to me. Welcome. I have to ask, what made you go into the world of pornography?
It was something I always kind of wanted to do. I just never really told anyone. I was tired of being broke and not getting calls back for jobs, so I just decided to start camming because you can just sign up, and they accepted me, of course, and then I started camming, and I loved it. It was so much fun, and I just made so much money, and like I decided that that's what I was going to do, and I dropped out of college.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're in college. You said you weren't getting called back for jobs. Were you pursuing becoming an actress?
No, I just I was a waitress really, and then I didn't want to do like pornography, like the hardcore porn, and so I never really signed with anyone. But I
didn't want like a 12-inch penis in your rectum. That wasn't a big goal. Like Lexington Steel, just taking it all away from you.
Would you want that?
I do fantasize about that once in a while. It's kind of strange. Did I say that out loud? I did. So no, so you're trying to get regular jobs, and we're on with Kendra Sunderland. You know her as the library girl, and we'll get into that in a moment. And so you can't get a good waitress job, and the IHOP's turning it down, and you're like, I don't want to make minimum wage. You're a beautiful girl. Everyone's told you that your whole life for sure, and now you're of legal age, of course. So why not explore this? So how did you pursue? How did you make the first initial jump into this world where we could see you naked?
I just I had thought about it for a while after it was mentioned to me, and then one night I was just
who mentioned it to you?
It was my older brother's friend.
What a perv that guy is. Okay.
Your older brother wants to kick his ass right now.
Poor guy, but no, he was awesome. He just told me that he knew girls who had done it, and he told me all the perks to it. And I just thought, I don't care about the, the bad parts about it. So I was confident enough. I signed up one night and logged on, and I had such a good night, my first night, and everyone was so nice to me. And so it's I'm going to continue doing this, and I did it every night since then. Wow.
So you sign up on where? Where do you if there's a 19, 20-year-old lady out there who wants to make some money, what's the process of doing this?
Well, at the time, I had signed up on My Free Cams, but I wouldn't suggest it. I found a better website called playwithme.com. They pay way more. They allow you to have guys on cam, which is something I got in trouble for on the other website. So I would suggest going to playwithme.com.
Or Brody at the ToddShapiroShow.com. Just send me your photos, information, or videos, or whatever, and we'll definitely take care of it and go forward.
So, here we go.
How much?
Focus. Boom. I'm zeroed in again. So you sign up and you're doing this stuff. Now, you said your first night, you people were nice to you. How do people and I'll tell you, I've never actually gone on to a webcam. Mm-hmm. So what do people do? They suggest poses and they talk to you through the keyboard. Is that how that works?
Yeah, they kind of talked me through it on how it works, how the private shows work. They tipped me just for it being my first night on there, and they're like, you can get to top 100 easy. So they're just really nice. Gave me a bunch of tokens and.
So Jay, do you know much about do you know how this works?
I've dabbled in the cam sites before, as a broadcaster and an investigator, so just strictly as that goes. But there's usually you'll go on a site and then you'll tip girls, and then the more they tip, they try to raise money to do certain things. So if they get 900 tokens, they'll take their top off. If they get 2,000, they'll do it.
Is that how it worked in your world, Kendra Sunderland?
Yeah, I charged a little bit more because I think I'm worth more than 900 tokens, but that is how it works.
What is it? Is it like a peso? Do 900 tokens not mean a lot, or is it kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese dollar where it's worth how does that work?
I don't know how much the guys pay for tokens.
Fuck E. Cheese. I just got an email. It's called the Fuck E. Cheese token. So anyway, but do you know what the value is in tokens? Do you know what that's worth to you?
When I was on there before, it was 5 cents a token. So I would calculate, I would be this many tokens times it by 0.05.
Yeah.
And that's how much I was getting. But on the other website, you make more. I'm not sure.
So it kind of actually is like a peso.
Kind of.
It's exactly like a peso, which is like peso. Anyway, so well, cool, man. So you're making money, Kendra. How much were you noticing you were making per night doing this webcam thing? That the community accepted you. You jumped into the top 100, and everyone was nice to you. So it's a win-win-win. But what were you actually making?
On the old site, I would be online for maybe 2-3 hours a night. I make $300 or so, and now on the new site, I'm on for 3 hours and I make $600 a night.
$600 a night, and is it do you have to claim this money, or is it cash money? It's a business, right? You legit have to claim it all.
Yeah, they don't take taxes out, so that kind of screws you over in the end.
Okay.
But
$600 a night. My goodness. At the old jobs you were applying for and stuff, that would probably take 2 weeks to make, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. So all this money that you're getting in, is it addicting for you? Is it fun? Are you trying to figure out what's next, or is the cam world for you?
I think it's definitely for me. I don't know when I'll ever stop camming. It is a bit addicting. But I definitely want to do more things, you know, kind of more the things I'm doing now. And camming is just kind of the thing I do at night.
How do you get the idea then to go and say, you know what, I'm going to take this from inside the sort of confines of my own home where it's very private and I can get naked and, you know, I don't know, was your mom and dad downstairs or did you have your own place?
I had my own place.
Okay, so yeah, so mom and dad aren't downstairs or whatever. It's not, you're not at like a frat house in a room or anything. You're doing this in your own. Was it a rented apartment?
Yeah, it was yeah. I had 2 roommates, but it was an apartment that we rented.
Okay, so you have an apartment. So where is it then that you then go, okay, you know what? I'm going to go and do this publicly.
It was my second night of camming, and I only had like 200 viewers. And someone suggested to me that I would get more viewers and have a better chance at getting more money if I went someplace like public and interesting. And I knew the library was only a minute from my house. So I was actually on cam when they suggested it. I packed up my stuff and went, and it was true. I had 2,000 viewers, 3,000 viewers in the library.
Wow. So you go and do you put out little tweets or something? Do you give it, like, how do you give hints that you're going to the library? People just all of a sudden discover it and people are telling one another within this webcam jerk off community. Well, that's what it is. People jerk off to you all the time. Let's call a spade, right?
That's true, yeah. At the time, I didn't have like a Twitter or anything set up for it, so it was just the people were like scrolling through looking for girls, and I guess they stopped on mine because it was more interesting. So I feel like that's why. Very cool. Yeah.
And it was only your second time doing it? Mm-hmm. And did you have any anxiety when you're getting naked? And because everyone's seen the video by now, and if you haven't seen the video, trust me, you want to go get some Vaseline and watch this thing because it's a great video, man. I rated it 5 stars and gave it 96% on Pornhub. But you know, it's wild because you go and do it, and you're doing it so smoothly and effortlessly. Like you take off your top and you slowly go down, and at no point were you worried that some library official was going to come there with a big ruler and start spanking you? Or is that maybe part of the plan?
Well, I was hoping for that.
Yeah, you're dirty. Here, I can't believe my wife's in here today.
No, I think I just I was looking around. It was the floor in the library. Not many people were. There's
it must have been the smart section.
Yeah, no,
What
all the
section
people
were you in?
all the people were you know, not really studying or downstairs, but it was like the
Was
very
it history?
top floor.
Like what section was it? Do you know?
I don't know. I've never actually been there for the books.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. So you go and do this, but no one, you had no nerves whatsoever.
No, I've always been the one to flash people because all my friends had smaller boobs, and so they're like, "No, you do it." So I've always.
You have great tits. Like what size are your tits?
I'm 32G.
G.
G? It goes up to G?
Yeah, there's A, B, C, D.
I'm not going to ask you to get naked. I don't want to ask you to get naked, but just spread your jacket open again. You seem so skinny. Like G?
Yeah.
Wow, G. Because you're tiny. Like you can't weigh more than 115 pounds.
Yeah, that's the 32 part. That's the smallest, or one of the smallest ones.
Oh, because that's like your kind of frame, and then there's just boom tit. You're like all tit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Wow, who'd you get those from? Your mom?
No, mine are bigger than hers.
Oh,
so
nice. Hey, you win.
Get my grandma.
Well, your grandma. My grandma's huge tits too. Actually, she was the first webcam girl back in 1942. A lot of people know it's an experimental webcam, and they did it with a can and a string. You just heard the vibrations of her tits. That's how it works. Okay, from the block away. Yeah, it was wild in Germany. It was crazy. This is nuts. So and then she escaped the Holocaust because of it. She got away. It was cool. So it's a true story. She did.
Anyways.
That's a true story. That's a legit true story. I'm not making that up. Anyway, wow. So you go and you do this. You don't get caught. Now you put it out online, and this is when the shitstorm happens, isn't it, Kendra Sunderland?
Yeah, actually, I was streaming at the time, so I didn't record it. People think I made the video. I was FaceTiming or something like that. Someone else who was watching me recorded it. And 2 months later, someone found it online. I don't know, they must have searched pretty deep, but I had a stage name, and they posted it with my actual name.
Dude, so it was your brother's friend.
Maybe. He might not ever admit to it. But
I can guarantee you.
Could have been.
I would bet my life, Kendra, it was your brother's friend. He knew you. He knew you did it. He recorded it. He was the one who set up this whole thing. He had a plan. Does he own a piece of it? Does he have 15% of it? Is he kind of an agent?
Oh, no.
No, he's not? Okay,
No.
okay. Because if he was, it would have been brilliant. Anyway, wow. So, okay, he gets out. So you do this in is it January of this year? Is that when you did it, or is that when people started to notice it?
It was, yeah.
God, you're young. You're so young. You're hot and you're young, and it's crazy because you're so nice.
It was more, it was October around then when I made the video, and then it was around January when it got out.
Kendra Sunderland is here, and so you go and the video gets released, and all of a sudden it's public indecency. When do the police knock on your door for the first time?
It was maybe the second day after all this happened. I was in the middle of camming, and I got a blocked phone call, and for some freaking reason, I don't know why, I answered it.
You can say fucking, by the way.
Okay, from some fucking reason. I answered it, and he's like, oh, this is the police, I'm investigating a video about the library. Would you know anything about it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe. I've heard about it. And then he's like, oh, well, can you come down and talk to us? I was like, no, my car's broken down. I can't go anywhere. And he's like, oh, well, we'll come to you.
Yeah,
I was like, okay,
this
is
I saw
really...
all videos start
sure,
that way.
Yeah. the first time a detective called anyone without pants on that day, though. Imagine that.
That's funny.
You want to see my badge, baby?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not the police. You're shitting me.
So it was a weird experience for you. Did you, and when did you eventually actually meet up with them? When did you actually first have to go down to the station, or did them come to you?
No, 15 minutes later, he came to me. And I walked outside. He's like, oh, can I come inside? I was like, no, I prefer you don't. So I came outside, and he made me stand in front of the cop car.
Did you get dressed when you went outside? Because you were camming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
that would have been the
dressed.
best if you just went outside. Yeah, it's public indecency, but look how good this looks. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's like, so I was watching this video, and he was so awkward. He's just so quiet and stuff. And I was like, oh, gosh, poor guy. But he's like, yeah, I was investigating this video and stuff. And I get, nervous around the cops because, he could have arrested me right there.
Of course. You would, of course, you're a 19-year-old girl. You're going to be shitting your pants over there, and that might have actually got you more tokens. But anyway.
Yeah, and, people had been saying that I had gotten arrested because I wasn't talking about the thing. I was kind of hiding in my apartment, and so people were saying I already got arrested and stuff, so I was nervous. And he just asked me all these questions. I thought it was kind of weird. He's like, oh, were you turned on? I was like, what a pervert.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, and so it wasn't until after I looked online and someone had said I got charged with public indecency, and there was the definition of public indecency. And it's, showing your stuff or masturbating with the intent of arousing yourself or someone else.
Say that again?
It's showing your stuff or masturbating in public with the intent of arousing yourself or the people you're showing. And so I was like,
actually,
that sounds hot.
I didn't hear it.
That's why,
I know.
That's why he asked me that awkward question. Of course, I was like, I guess. I was all awkward.
Yeah, he was setting you up, man. He was staging you for the arrest.
Yeah.
So, and did you actually get physically arrested?
No, I just... Technically, they call it that because he gave me a citation and stuff, but I wasn't handcuffed or anything.
So it's just a ticket. It's it is legit. It is like a parking ticket. That's like what Jay Lane said earlier on the program. They write you a ticket, you pay a fine, and you're off. Is that how it went?
No, I actually had a court date. It's a little bit more serious than that.
Oh.
So I went to court for it. I pled not guilty, and they set another court date for the end of April to come back and find out what happens.
Okay, so I mean, it won't be the worst thing in the world. Now, okay, so I mean, you'll get off of this.
Hey, John, come on.
So we'll deal with the court date. Hopefully you get off. Have you hired a lawyer, a good lawyer?
Yeah, I definitely have a good lawyer.
Good.
And we have a couple First Amendment lawyers who specialize in that, backing him up and giving him information. So
great.
Should be good.
I mean, it'll be good. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to go to jail for it. You just might get you're not going to jail. And if you go to jail, that'd be a great video too. But so now at this point now, the library thing blows up. Library Girl, in a way, while it may get you a record for a little short time, probably the best thing to ever happen to you. Fair enough?
Definitely. If it wasn't for this, I'd still be in my house camming right now. I dropped out of school. So I felt like camming was my only option. I was like, I can't just be doing this for the rest of my life. Eventually it's going to get old. So I was trying to get my foot in the door, definitely, and someone just pushed me through the fucking door and down the stairs.
This reminds me a lot of that movie 8 Mile, but I think in her instance it'd be called 9 Inch.
Not if you've seen my ex-boyfriends.
Oh! Sorry, you losers in Oregon. That's right. You got tiny cocks. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Well, welcome to Canada, where it's the home of the 12-incher.
Nice.
That's right. Yes, Jay Brody. Isn't that true?
Shots fired. Oh wait, that was just in my pants. Sorry.
It's I mean, listen, it's fun getting to know you, and the world has gotten to know you, and you're sitting here in your chair, and you're very personable. So what's the next step? Like, where did you go to LA? Did you like what did you get an agent? Did Vivid come after you? Tell us a little bit about after this news story gets released.
Yeah, I kind of hid out for a little while. I went to my parents' house and
what did they say?
Oh God, it was so interesting. My dad, he just walked up to me with a sad look on his face, and I was like, "Oh, hi, Dad." He just gave me a hug, like a long hug, and he's like, "Oh, just be careful." And me and my mom were going to get our nails done, and he's like, "Oh, where are you guys going?" I said, "The library."
What
and he just he looked at me, and I was like, "Sorry, too soon." But
You're
no.
his little precious daughter. I mean, I can't imagine what that would go. He would go through. What does he do for a living?
He is a nurse. Both my parents are nurses.
Your dad's a nurse.
A nurse, yeah. They work at the hospital, so
they're compassionate caregivers. They're that's what they are. I mean, anytime you come from a social work background, people who take care of others, they're actually that type of family. I'm sure you grew up then very middle class, right? Was that fair to say?
Yeah.
Middle class families are amazing families. There's some very liberal nature to them. And I know I'm generalizing, but I come from one, and that's why they allow me to talk to young, 19-year-old porn stars, as opposed to families that would think that's a terrible, disgusting thing to do, and it goes against the Bible or something. Who knows? So they're okay with it. And then are they worried though about you as parents? Are they worried if you now entering into this world? Did they give you some advice?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were really Bible, go to church, because we never went to church.
Okay.
But they weren't oh, we love the porn industry, do whatever you want. They wanted me to go to college, and my mom wanted me to be an accountant. She thought it would be awesome if I was the hot chick in the office, And so I tried that out.
You
I made
now.
it.
Just in many more offices. Okay.
So I tried it out for my mom. I made it 4 weeks and then dropped out. And I told them I had started camming. They weren't happy about it at all. There's a lot of fights, but when this all happened, they realized that they had to be there for me. Otherwise, they were going to lose me. And so they're supportive.
I love that. Open communication is really cool. And I got to tell you, it's motivational because more young women might do this sort of thing. But no. I mean, what it comes down to, honestly, is that you talked about it with your parents, and your parents weren't necessarily sure. It's not like they were discouraging one way or encouraging you one way. It seems to me that they just wanted to make sure you were in safe environments. Yeah. And if that's what's continued to happen for you, do you have a good camp around Kendra Sunderland now?
I definitely do. My manager, he was my manager at the diner I worked at.
That guy's the coolest.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur. He has all of his own money.
I love this fucking guy. I love it. He would get mad at you if you burnt the patty, and now it's he's taking care. It's fucking amazing. This
it was
guy.
awesome. He was helping the people out start their own business, and so he left them. He couldn't handle them. And
what was the name of the old diner?
Uncle Doc's Diner.
Yeah.
So it was a 50s themed diner.
Of course, by the way.
Yeah. So boys would ask for water just to see me bend over and get a glass out of the cooler. So that was always fun. But I got fired from that.
By the way, there's a Bud Light down there. Can you bend over and pick me up one? Do you mind, Kendra?
You have to.
Do you mind?
To get
it. I was gonna do it, but very, very clever.
Come on. The fact that you didn't pick up on you. Come on, pick up on this. I mean, so anyway, okay, go on. So you're this guy. What's his name? Jim. What's his name?
His name's Chris.
Chris is a cool guy, and he sees there's an opportunity here to capitalize on.
Yeah, definitely. I know he's not just trying to help me out to get money. He has all his own money. He really just wants to see me succeed and stuff. And I called him when I first started camming because I knew he had managed cam girls. And I was like, is this real? Like, I made $300 in an hour. Like, is this going to show up in my bank account? And so he was kind of helping me with that. And around the time my parents found out I wasn't taking it seriously, I stopped camming. And he was like, I can't help you if you're not going to take it seriously. So we went our separate ways. And then I got a call from the police officer, and I called him. He's in Key West Key West is that? Yeah,
sure.
He was there, the party place, and he was partying, and I was like, the cops are coming, like, what do I do? And he's like, okay, you got to do this, this, and this. Tell me these people's numbers just in case you get put in jail. And so since then, he's been helping me. A lot of the times we fight, but he really wants the best for me, and I feel like he is the best to help me out with this.
Managing cam girls is an actual job?
Yeah, cam girls.
See you later, Brody. I loved working with you.
I had a great time, guys. God bless everybody.
Oh, God.
Bye.
Yeah, no.
Brody just left the studio. Okay, he's gone. Oh, my goodness. That is a great job, huh? Because it's like, do your thing. Give me 15%. Thank you.
Be hot, get naked. Okay, here's money. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
You know where your clit is, right? Like, that's what advice do you give?
No, he's probably so sick and tired of seeing me naked.
No, he's not.
Hearing my
No
name.
one would ever. No one ever gets that way. Man, Brody, we can't. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to see her naked here.
Aw.
Says who?
Are you disappointed, Joe? Yeah. I mean, I think we covered the things, and we've had a naked girl in here before, so I was surprised by that. But we can't see you naked. And you know what? Out of respect to you, anyways. But you wouldn't have minded have done it, doing it, would you have?
No, I mean, after posing for Penthouse, I was like spread eagle in front of all these people taking my pictures. I'm not nervous about it at all.
Were you? And after the age of 18, when it's legal to do all this stuff, did you just know this is what you're like? Did you think about this a lot? Did you go like I'm comfortable with my body? Are you a horny person?
Yeah.
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 Do
you
you
say
love
that.
Do you love having sex?
If it's good.
If it's good. Do you have sex with a lot of men, or do you love one partner?
I've had a few partners.
So you love guys, like you love the cock.
I love the dick. Yeah.
You love the dick, and it's great. And why not? I mean, and why not love the dick? I mean, if that's your thing, and you know that, do you get excited about men all the time? Like if you saw a man right now in this room that you might be attracted to, who wasn't married or whatever, or 41 years old, or maybe has a YouTube channel on Inform Overload, and like would you just have sex with them within a couple hours?
Yeah. I don't know. Why don't you ask him tomorrow?
Wow.
I'm just playing with you.
It's awesome.
Maybe. It depends.
Are you safe?
I'm not ashamed to have sex on the first date. I'm not. Because if someone's attractive, you're going to do it.
Yep.
And if it wasn't good, you're not going to do it again. Enter the one night stand. So
I think that if you don't have good sex with a partner, there's no point in being in it. So why not try right away too? It's also the very same reason, Kendra Sunderland, that I fart on the first date. Because if you can't accept me being who I am as well that way, well then we can't be together. So I literally I go and eat a burrito and I let the worst one go and I'm like, this is me, this is me.
Yeah.
So and it's the same one night stand mentality. So Michael McCrudden's here. You have a bit of a crush on him. He's the best dude too. He works his balls off. No, listen, the guy works his balls off. He's funny. He's cool. Michael, how are you?
Very good, very good. This has been amazing.
Yeah, no, it's what, the interview or just your day because Kendra's here?
Probably the day. Again, I got a little bit nervous because I'm like, oh
nice
my
and
God.
close to the mic there.
And Kendra's coming in. This is like not a Skype situation anymore. Like one-on-one. What do I wear?
So you chose the gray T-shirt.
Old hat, gray T-shirt. What do you mean? What do you wear? What did you find this morning, Mike?
I've done the suit and tie thing, so I thought, I got to show her all the different aspects of Michael McCrudden.
Yeah, well, but I mean, how old are you, man?
I got a decade on Kendra here. I just
so
turned 29.
You're 29. Kendra was surprised by that.
what?
Yeah. How old did you think he was?
Like 23.
Wow. Was that a game changer, or does that turn you on more, Kendra?
It turns me on more.
Seasoned. Michael's a seasoned gentleman.
Yeah, he's seasoned. So, Kendra, you're attracted to Michael McCrudden. He's a great dude, and it's cool. And Michael, I know for sure you're not attracted to Kendra whatsoever.
No, she's really got a lot of work to put in to kind of win me over.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we did have a great first date online already,
which is creepy in itself. But no, this guy is in love with you, and I can see you have eyes for him, which is really cool. And you have beautiful eyes too. Brody, isn't the innocence of Kendra Sunderland very weird, knowing how sexual she is? And maybe that's a thing that men, and I'm being very serious, men need to stop being worried about going, they're just like us. It's cool.
I think we kind of have, like, a lot of men have that whole Madonna whore complex thing about them, where they see a woman and they think because she can't be a virtuous person if she likes sex. And I think Kendra is she has an innocence to her. You seem very sweet.
Great upbringing,
great family. You also like sex. There's nothing wrong with those things. You can like sex and be a good person. You don't have to be.
I'm a very sexual person, but I've always been a very sexual person too. And I think it's good. The only advice I have now, because I'm an older man and I don't want to seem creepy, is that are you safe? And I hope you're safe. Are you safe?
Yes, definitely.
All the time?
All the time.
You're lied to me. Don't lie to me. You don't have to lie to me. Like it's okay.
There's been a few mistakes, but I know that I didn't fuck up. Like I've never had an STD.
You got lucky.
I definitely got lucky. So I'm definitely more safe about it now.
Good. I dodged the STD bullet many times. I can't believe it. And in fact, I'm sure I should have had something by now. Honestly, like in the day, I should have had something for sure. Yeah. So now you like older men. You like doing things for the webcam. You like meeting guys. You love sex. Is the more natural progression for you now just doing full-on fledged porn and making a ton of money from it, or do you want to avoid this scene?
At first I kind of wanted to avoid it. I just don't like the idea of sex becoming something where people boss me around and say, suck this, do this and this. And, it's not anything like nice like that. So if I'm going to do porn, I'm going to be producing it. I'm going to be my own producer. I don't want anyone in charge of it. I want to be in charge of what I do, and I'm very picky about the
Well, scenes. I can tell you this, and Kendra, the only advice I'll give you too, on top of being safe, and I didn't even really mean that.
It's important.
Well, it feels so much better when you're not, though. Oh, that's the problem.
How many college boys have said that to me?
Oh, those college boys. Did they use
so
those
tired
lines?
Of them, yeah.
Yeah, well, you need an older man who's way past college, like Michael McCronin. He's graduated, and he has a job, and he respects his ladies, and he works his balls off. He also comes from a good family.
You don't need to sell me touch, Bureau. I can sell myself here. I am a workaholic. A man who's been through. I'm educated. I went to university. I went to college. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a fantastic lover. I'm a lot of good fun. I am. I think we're having a good weekend if we.
He got a tongue extension too, which is nice. It's a new. It's a new surgery. Guys can get tongue extensions. Yeah. Well, Kendra, what I was going to say though is that other than being safe in the porn world and stuff, is that if you can figure out a way at the age of 19, and I'm being look at me here, if you can figure out a way to do it on your own because of your own following, don't worry about the corporate types. And the porn industry are corporate types. You don't need them. In this new age, this new world where you're going to have a massive following, and if you want to be in control of your own destiny and not be ordered around to suck it and fuck it and take it up there and take two up there when you didn't want to do, but maybe you could get another couple $100 for, and all of a sudden you're like, why not try? Don't do it. Do it on your own, and use this guy from the IHOP or Uncle Cock's Diner, whatever it was called.
Dr. Dick's Diner.
Dr. Dick's Diner. Dick's. Okay, and honestly. Do it on. Keep going down this path. You seem confident. You seem in control of it. You're saving your money.
Yeah.
You're investing your money. Are you spent? What sort of things are you buying?
I went
because your titties
shopping.
will sag one day. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
so
I know. They're getting there, but
no, they're not at all.
I've never really been someone that had money. So when I had a ton of money, I was like, I want to go shopping. I want all these clothes, and all this stuff. And
oh shit, she's gonna turn an Allen Iverson.
I know. I bought this nice pair of Beats. They were the wireless studio Beats, matte black. I spent like $350 on them, and my manager was so pissed at me. And I'm down in California. I spent all of my money. I went shopping. The next day, I'm like, fuck, I don't have enough money to get home. What am I going to do? I start crying, and he's like, you're taking those Beats back. You're taking every single piece of clothing. You didn't take the tag off back, and we're monitoring your money because
you make $600 an hour and you can afford to get home.
Let me just tell you something about men that you might not have learned yet. They want to buy you shit. So just put out.
Yeah.
Like, get an Amazon wish list.
I have one.
Beautiful. It works.
Anna, do you want to ask her a
No,
question?
I just think you're so wise beyond your years.
Aw.
Like, I have things to learn from you.
Can you guys hug?
No way.
Can we
Can you do
hug?
it for me? Can you do this? Can you give a big hug?
Oh, I'm so drunk right now.
Are you drunk right now?
I had one beer. I'm like, here, hold this.
Wow.
Yeah, keep hugging. There you go. Yeah.
It's
Kiss
just
cheek,
love.
kiss cheek,
I
a
respect her, actually.
A
I
kiss
respect
cheek,
her
a kiss
lot.
cheek, a kiss
Kiss
cheek.
cheek.
Kiss
Yeah.
cheek.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
here.
smell each other's hair. Just smell each other's hair.
No, Jay.
Now, let me ask you, have you been with women before, Kendra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you prefer men or women, or are you just a sexual human being?
I kind of prefer men, but you can throw a girl in there sometimes. That's always fun.
How many partners have you had?
I don't know.
100?
No.
No, I don't know.
No. Like, it's
30?
Less than 30, but
I'll tell you this, too. And
I'm not ashamed.
You shouldn't
That's
be.
not a lot.
Yeah.
It's not...
Oops. Hit the mute button.
You know, what's neat about this, Kendra, is that the truth is this. The world in the next 5 years is going to take a shift. Where, honestly, and I'm a little worried where it's going, but at some point, everybody is going to be as open, as candid, and as direct as you. Because the truth is this. The ones who are listening to this interview right now and going, that poor young girl. When she's 40, she's going to regret all of this. And her and her 75 partners and her videos will be online and she's never going to let it go. And she's fucked for life.
You don't respect yourself.
She doesn't respect herself. And then all of a sudden her text goes while she's married and she has 2 kids and she leaves one on top of the car because she got to go fuck the pool boy. You know, because everyone's full of shit because the world is sexual. And your girlfriends who do this sort of stuff, not the webcam, they have Tinder and they fuck 30 guys too by this point. I
Oh,
know
God.
the way the world works.
Don't get me started.
Exactly. There are people who are less safe and more promiscuous, and you know, than the ones that do it for a living. And I got to tell you, just do it safely. Have a good camp around you. And you know what? We are on your side. We're proud of the way you've conducted yourself. And I'm not the guy, as a typical radio host would be to do, to shoot someone who's making a career in porn down. Because you know what? This is what you want to do. Just make your decisions carefully. Take your time in thinking them through. And I can tell you this. You can pave your way pretty easy, man, and get a lot of shit off you. So just, you know, like, fuck, exploit it.
Amen.
A lot of guys on our campsite that would never get to chat with a girl this beautiful any time in their life. And, you know, they get to see tits at the same time. It's really nice. Like, it's
Can
a
you
nice
stand
thing.
up for a second without taking anything off?
And I noticed, because I creeped your Twitter, you have 2 nipple rings. Was that a bit?
Do those hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah?
You're a
Yeah.
brave girl.
Not as much as a Brazilian wax. I just got one of those, and I will never, ever do it again.
Really? Well, the Brazilian's not supposed to do it with his teeth. Wow, Kendra Sunderland is here. We have a couple of calls we got to do with our friends from Oxygen Plus. They're in Park City, Utah with a big concert tomorrow. Kendra, hang out with us. We're going to have a band playing in here. Michael, you guys cool? You're not in a rush to get to your big 6 different restaurants that you're impressing her with?
I'll try and
Yeah.
restrain myself and not run off.
Okay, don't run off. In the meantime, because I don't know how much time we'll have with you, you know, down the, you know, towards the end of the show. But I just want to thank you for hanging out with us.
No, thank you for having me.
Cool. Kendra, you're a beauty. Good luck with your career.
Thank you.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Michael McCrutton. Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube because we're pumping out all sorts of videos each and every day. Oh yeah, we're also on social media. We got Facebook, LinkedIn. No, not LinkedIn. We're working on that one. But there is Instagram and what? Facebook? We're working. No, we got it. We got that one too. Boom!